What's going on, guys? John Okafor back here with another video. As you can see, we are at my mini office, studio, workspace, flat, whatever you want to call it. And let me not waste your time. Let's get straight into the video. Like the title says, we are launching a clothing brand. We will talk about the whole thing, the whole process in launching a clothing brand, because I think everyone thinks it's straightforward, and I went in blind thinking it was straightforward. Not straightforward, but I could just get what I want, like that sort of thing. But now this is like my first ever proper business, so I'm registered. I'm like everything you can think about a business. I've got a tax code, I've got a VAT number, I own my domain, I've got a professional email. Everything is all professional. I've contacted suppliers, manufacturers, you know, we've been going back and forth. I've had calls, video calls. The lot, it's a very time consuming process on top of all the other things I've been doing. So, you know, it is something that has been such an eye-opening experience, and I've learned so much. And this being my first ever business, I think it has been something that the whole experience, even now we're getting into maybe the middle part of where we're at, is now, you know, I've learned so much. I've learned so much. So plan for this video is I'm gonna just talk to you about the process I went through. So I'll talk to you about the process I went through. We'll talk about the brand name. We'll talk about where we're at with the terms of the business, vision for the business, and what's the next steps. So I'm gonna put the camera just down there, and we'll get straight into it. Whilst we're here, look at me, man. I had a trim in like nearly 2 weeks. This is how much time and how busy I've been in terms of setting all of this up. Is like I've forgotten about my own personal care. So I can't wait to, I've got to go get a trim, man. I'll definitely go get a trim tomorrow, but that's not the point of this video. Let me put the camera down and let's talk about where we're at with the business, what was going on, startup, and everything behind it. So let me put the camera down and we'll go from there. We've just put the camera down, we're in the office, and I'm gonna quickly talk to you about the brand, what I've learned so far, and what's next in terms of the process and everything like that. If you like the video so far and you're actually really curious to see the process of making a brand, comment down below, it helps me out, and it's like an indication basically. It's like, that's how I can poll if you like this sort of content. If not, I'll just not do it. But I want to show the journey from inception to production and everything else in between. Anyways, brand name. The brand's called Doubted, and the thought process behind that was, some of you know the journey, and some of you guys that have been here since I started posting videos. When I started, like 2018, I put my first video on YouTube, and I can remember it and stuff like that. And some of you that have been part of that journey know my story. I got released from Premiership Rugby Club when I was 19 years old, and that mentality of doubted is what has led to me deciding to create this brand. And I think with this brand is something a lot of people can identify with, can connect with, because especially us guys here, I think a lot of you guys talk about, you want to be in an academy, you guys want to join the higher up team, you're trying to move from the first team to the second team to the first team, or you're trying to be seen. And doubted is something that you always think, do you think you're good enough? Do you think you're gonna make it? You know, you've got coaches telling you, oh, I like this guy over you, and stuff like that. And it's been something ever since I've been got released when I was 19, that's always been in my head. Now, I still remember the feeling when I was in the office and they're telling me I'm not gonna get a contract extension. And that feeling, there's no feeling when you're being questioned about your ability. And I think it is a brand that can try and transgress not only what we do here, but on the wider scale, in terms of people can identify with that, they can connect with that, because there are times when people question who you are at work, or if you play sports, even at school, uni, in terms of if you're good enough for what you do. So that's my thought process behind that. And what's so exciting is we're registered, I have an email, I have a website. Well, I've got a website, there's nothing on it yet because we ain't got the products yet, and we ain't got the clothes yet. And go on Instagram, go follow the Instagram, it's Doubted Clo. The Instagram link's gonna be in the description. Go follow it, it means the world to me, and it just like this brand is like my child, basically. This is my child before a child, and it takes up so much time, and just researching, speaking to manufacturers, speaking to suppliers, like time just goes like that so quickly. I've been up late nights, and you don't actually realize how much time you spend on this. Like I've been working on this, so it's like nearly 1 o'clock. I've been working on this since about 8:30, 7 today. You know, I wake up, boom, check my emails, find some suppliers, change stuff, look at this, look at that. Or do I not like this? So I'm already thinking about loads of different things, thinking about designs and what I want to do and the next steps. So it's like, right, it's literally like having a kid, and it's literally just building something from the absolute bare bones. Bare bones, like it's just me. And this is something that I've always wanted to do for years. I've always flirted the idea, and people think, yeah, man, like you could do it. And I think, you know, we've built such a platform now where we can really say, you know what, let's jump in head first and let's go and do it. Like, I'll make mistakes. I'm going to make mistakes. Things ain't gonna go to plan, and things aren't gonna go how I see fit in my head. However, that's the process, that's the learning. If I get it, like the likelihood of me getting it right first time is slim to none. Like, so it's a very interesting process, and I've learned so much in terms of what actually goes on behind the scenes. So let me just give you a brief overview in terms of what we've done so far. So we're registered, we're on Company's House. If you type in Doubted Clothing Limited, my name comes up. That's all me, baby. That's everything. And company email and all that good stuff all comes up. So we're all registered, we've got a business account, because one thing I wanted was professionalism. I want everything to be like, oh, there's a website, instead of, oh, DM me your orders. Like, I hate companies that run like that. It's just annoying. Like, I wanna see a website. I want a smooth payment process and all that good stuff. I want the money to come out and be like, yeah, that's for this, that's for that. Not, oh, here's my bank details, transfer me and I'll send you the clothes. Nah, that was not something I wanted to do anyways. Secondly, suppliers and manufacturers. This is the hardest part. Forget the brand name, forget the look, because those things you can have in your head and you can just kind of just work that out. But suppliers and manufacturers, that is your single biggest headache until you get one you like. So you're gonna be, if you wanted to set up a clothing line, for example,
is there something else I can help with?
That's the Apple Watch going off. So like I said, you're gonna be spending so much time Googling. You're gonna be put onto this like directory for suppliers and that directory and this Reddit page and this YouTube video and all of these stuff. But it is basically, you just gotta find one. So I've worked out 3. So I've got 4 samples from 3 suppliers. So we're waiting for the samples to come. We'll do that in the next video, and we'll just review these samples and see what works, what doesn't work, and stuff like that. So yeah, another thing, learn your size guides. Learn your size guides properly. Tech packs, learn them properly. So my Portuguese supplier, which was I think that's very naughty of him, sent me a big brand, I won't say their name, Tech Pack. Very, very well-known brand in the UK. And I got it, and I looked at it. I don't know if he meant to send this one over to me or what. And I looked at it, and I saw the brand name, and I was like, right, so you make clothes for this brand. First of all, I learned that a lot of companies outsource production, because production in the UK, and I'm assuming in like places like Europe and America, for example, is so expensive. You won't see any profits doing it in the UK if you're trying to grow, and if you're trying to expand really, really quickly using the UK as or your domestic producer, unless you're over there, it's just going to be hideously expensive. Number 3, take your time. Take your time with it. I've set myself a target, a goal to release by May. It's just coming into middle of March now. Releasing by May in terms of, I want a product ready, finalized by May. Take your time with it, and it will serve you in good stead. Like these things, you don't need to rush these things. Take your time, find a supplier you like, find a style you like, and you go from there. Because if you try to rush it, you're gonna get something you don't like. It's not gonna sell. You're not gonna put your effort and time into it, and you're not gonna be really committed to it. I've got a style I want. I found 3 potential suppliers that what I hope one of these will work for me, and yeah, that's really about it. Get your socials right, get your socials in order, find a photographer. Obviously through like me being into like my YouTube stuff, I've met photographers and videographers, and I can call in some favors, and I know some people that are gonna look after me and they can bring my costs down. If you're trying to find a photographer, if you're trying to find a videographer, you know, there are a plethora of good photographers and videographers on Instagram in your local area. I'm telling you now, you will know someone, or someone will know someone who's a really good photographer or makes really good videos. Especially in this day and age, especially in this like marketing, advertising world we live in, you will have someone in your circle that can help you and will probably do you a favor because you know them. And make sure you get your socials in order. Your website, your Instagram, your Facebook, TikTok, your YouTube. What you want is like uniformity. So I want to click on your website, and your website should have the same look as your Instagram. And when I click your link to your Instagram, because you put a YouTube video of like a behind the scenes of your shoot, that should have the same sort of mood, like a generic mood, and like it should be consistent, because there's no point have your Instagram looking all hip-hoppy, you got some hip-hop beats, some drill beats going, then you're going on the YouTube and there's like a lo-fi, more mellow vibe. Your brand's gonna come across really confused, and it's gonna be hard for people to connect with the brand. Start small, you don't need to go big. I think, you know, with a lot of these like manufacturers, they can say, oh, over 100 or we get started. If you've got the cash to do it, and you can do all that stuff, and you can do the marketing and advertising, then yeah, go do it. Like, you know, go do it. But if you want to start small, I always think 30 and below is a good start. I think 30 and below in a couple different colors. So yeah, I think it's a good start. I think most people could sell 30 things. 30, like you can sell. Majority of it will start being your friends and family. Like realistically, you're probably gonna sell like your first half is probably gonna be your friends and family. Then your second half really is probably gonna be where you start seeing your first couple real customers and stuff like that. And that's where you're gonna really know if you've got it right or change this. And like, your friends and family are also gonna provide that sort of value as well. It's a process I'm gonna show you guys from start to finish. If you're new around here, I need you guys to subscribe to the channel, comment down below, you know, if you really like the idea and, you know, you like what we're doing here. Like I said, the rugby content is still going to be there like we did a rugby kicking challenge in the last video. We're still going to be talking about clubs. A lot of things have actually changed since the last video. So we just have to talk about where we're at and what our next step is with rugby. So yeah, I had a trip over my tongue. Anyways, follow me on Instagram, John Okafor __. Follow the brand, Doubted Clo. Instagram is going to be in the description. Subscribe to the channel, bust us a like, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Peace.